chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. It's not nice what you've gone through, and when you're in a mind state of feeling like you've been forgotten by the narcissist, someone you deeply cared about, it's quite harsh, right? It hurts a lot. But what you need to understand is you need to break down the narcissist of exactly what they are. Within the narcissists, all narcissists, they have abandonment issues, okay? They have abandonment issues, and they know how it feels to be abandoned. These narcissists have been abandoned in their former relationships. It's don't feel sorry for them now because, like yourself, going through a narcissist forgetting about you, inverted commas, making you feel unwanted, making you feel like you don't mean anything, and disappearing from your life, perhaps, you wouldn't want to do that to someone else. The difference is with the narcissist is they've got a long past, people have abandoned them, people have used them, they're not exempt from this, right? And the narcissist knows how it makes them feel, and they know this is a good way at getting you into a very vulnerable state of being. Okay, so they abandon you, they block you, they disappear from your life, they act like you're forgotten. You're under the impression that you've been forgotten. But this backfires on the narcissist. This backfires if you let it. Okay? If you don't chase, if you have chased or you have pursued, just stop it as soon as possible, okay? The reason why this backfires on a narcissist is because they're fighting a battle with themselves, right? You know, for example, the times, for example, I don't know if this has happened in your personal situation, but maybe you can extract something from it. You're trying to reconcile. You're trying to sort things out. You're messaging them or perhaps giving them phone calls and they're ignoring you or they're not responding to your messages. They're fighting a battle with inside themselves at that point in time. They have an agenda and a motive, but they're finding it challenging to ignore you. Okay? But they're very how can I put this? Their intentions are to hurt you at this time. Okay? Their intentions are to hurt you. They want to make you suffer, and they want to make you feel alone. Okay? They want to make you feel alone. They want to make you feel unwanted. They want to make you feel forgotten. But you're on their mind a lot, right? You know, like the times when you were messaging perhaps before they blocked you or before they done this, like you were on their heads, right? They were thinking about you, but you were under the impression like they were getting on with their life. They've forgotten about you. They're getting on with their lives. They're doing their thing and they've forgotten. They haven't forgotten. They've got constant reminders, okay? They've got constant reminders. And when you decided to, or if you do decide to, stop reaching out and stop trying to bridge that gap and stop trying to make amends and you just leave them to it, they still have constant reminders every day about, because when they block, they often leave open other avenues for you to reach out. Okay? They often leave out other avenues to try and coerce you down an avenue. And this is the thing, you just gotta not contact them. It's a deliberate attack on you. It's a deliberate sabotage to try and make you reach out from another way or another angle. So the power's in your hands by you not choosing to go down these avenues, because when you don't, for example, if they blocked you on your phone and then they left you open on social media and then you don't contact them on social media, they sit there, start scratching their head. They don't know that, you know, they're trying to get away from you, so to speak, right? They're trying to make you feel like they don't want you around, they don't want to be near you, right? They want to make you feel forgotten and nothing, right? But in their minds, they're thinking about you constantly, Right, the rumination of the narcissist is something severe, and I've heard about this in one-to-one sessions. Right, like I spoke to someone in a one-to-one session once. Even the doctors, before the person woke up to narcissistic abuse, the narcissist informed them that the doctor told the narcissist that they suffer with rumination. Okay, they told them that they suffer with rumination, and they took offense to it and this and that, and you know. But this is what it is, right? If they get a doctor's assessment or a psychological assessment, it will be very prominently visible that they suffer with intense rumination, and they're actually fighting against themselves during this period, when they're trying to make you feel alone, unwanted, forgotten. You know, there's a million and one things they want to say to you, but they're keeping it tight, and they don't want to let anything slip. They don't want to lose their ground or their leverage, right? So you are very much weighing on their mind. So I need you to be assured of yourself that you need to kind of have a knowing, like, people don't just forget about people that easily. Narcissists, anyone, they spent a proportion of their life with you, right? They don't just forget about you easily. Yes, someone can indulge in drugs or alcohol to try and numb the pain, or promiscuity and new supplies and stuff to try and numb the pain. But really, you know, you wake up the following day and you'll feel worse about that situation, right? They'll feel worse about that situation, even if they indulge in drugs or alcohol or with new supplies and stuff like that. And the new supply angle, when they go with the new supplies, this gives them a feeling they can't shake, right? They begin to get reminders about you with the new supply. Things are different. The supply source that they're getting from the new supply, if they're even getting one, doesn't feel the same way. It doesn't stimulate them the same way. It doesn't. So they remember, everything's about how they feel, right? What makes them feel good. And yes, doing this, they do a good job at it. But doing this job at making you feel like you're forgotten makes them feel good about themselves, because they're projecting their abandonment issues onto you. They want you to feel abandoned. They want you to feel unloved. They want you to feel not wanted, right? I don't know what happened in their past. Perhaps it's not the root cause of it, but they suffer with insecurities because of this, right? Someone could have just walked out their life or told them they want nothing to do with them. Someone could have figured them out as a narcissist. Someone could have left them alone, or just abandoned them. They could have had they could have some issues, right? But the thing is like, there's plenty of people that maybe they don't have both parents, or their parent left when they was young, and like empaths and chosen ones and genuine souls don't always grow up in stable households. Like, they might have only grown up with a mom, or they might have only grown up with a dad, and maybe their mom left, or maybe their dad left, and they can have feelings of abandonment. But you, like, the empath, chosen one, and genuine soul doesn't go around making people feel abandoned. Okay, so it's a combination of the narcissist having these insecurities, having these abandonment issues, and also an agenda and a motive to make you feel very small and make you feel nothing, right? They want to make you feel that way, and they've discovered that the best way they can possibly do this, the most plausible way that they can possibly do this, is by pushing you away, is by blocking you, is by just giving you silent treatment, ghosting you, doing these types of things, right? Because they want to make you hurt. They want to make you suffer, right? This isn't someone normal. They're deranged. They want to hurt you. You need to embrace that. This is an individual that wants to hurt you and make you suffer. But like I said, it backfires on them, because immediately it's backfiring. As soon as they're doing it, they're fighting amongst themselves to, like, not respond to you, or they're checking that say they blocked you on the phone and then they left their social media open. They're checking their inbox, to see if you've messaged, and like you're constantly weighing on their mind and they're ruminating about you. And then when they would get with these new suppliers, the rumination intensifies even more. And this is why you need to fall back and just let them go with that, because you won't be forgotten, lad. Who you become. Okay, like when they're dealing with this new supplier and the new supplier's not cutting it because they're just not, the new supplier won't cut it because they're used. Look, even if the new supplier is decent and genuine and kind and all that, because you always put that in the comment section, it's highly unlikely they monkey branch to a decent person. But let's say they do, they're still so caught up on you and the way that you made them feel. So do you know who you become? You become the one person in their life. They've got friends, perhaps. They've got new supplier, perhaps. They've got family members and colleagues and stuff like that. They've got a whole host of people from their past that they left on the shelf that they could go back into their lives if they wanted to. And if you play it right, you don't contact them, you focus on getting on with your life, you leave them to it and have a knowing that they're suffering without you, you become the one person in their life that got away. You become that one person in their life that they lost out on. And that's what you can use to your advantage and make that intensify in their minds. Okay? By not contacting them, by not trying to call them, by just leaving them to it. And have a vital understanding that unfortunately you're going through an experience where someone who you deemed important in your life is trying to make you suffer. Okay, you have to admit that that's what they're trying to do. Okay, embrace that. Don't try and seal the deal and bridge the gap. And they're trying to make you suffer. It's an agenda and a motive. But if you walk your own path, you leave them to their mess of a life. You class it as you've now got your freedom back and you've got a chance at life again without someone weighing you down. You become the person that got away. And remember, you don't stay the same. They stay the same. Okay, I've spoken to many people in sessions and stuff. Narcissists have contacted them after years apart, and the narcissist is doing some stupid game or some stupid weird indirect hoover or some stupid shit. And like these people that I've spoken to in sessions have, through the course of time and their strength and their courage, like they've improved in life, in their heart, mind, soul, perhaps even in their careers and their business and life in general. They've improved. And they no longer think about the narcissist at this time. But the narcissist will still be thinking about you. And you'll get your signs of this. You will get your signs of this. Please don't wait on it, but you will get your signs and evidences that you are weighing heavily on their minds. They are thinking about you. You'll get these signs. They'll do something. Okay? They'll do something. And you honestly don't want them to. Really. You don't really want them to. Because it makes you feel quite alarmed that someone from many years ago that perhaps has gone on and got married or had children or done all these things. I'm not trying to trigger you now. And perhaps you've gone on and got married and had children, or perhaps you've gone on and you already had children and you've gone on to a new relationship, or you've traveled the world, or whatever you've done, right? You might not even got into a new relationship, and that's okay. Like, there's no race to get into a new relationship. Honestly, it's better like not getting into new relationships after narcissists. But you've gone on with your life, right? And you've improved in a myriad of ways. And you've gone through your own challenges and your own things separate from the narcissistic abusive experience. You've just gone through the course of life. And then when you hear from this narcissist, it's very alarming. It makes you say, oh God, Zion was right. And these other channels that you watch that are maybe saying a similar thing to I am are right. Oh God, they're deranged. Oh God, you was weighing prominently on their minds for a very long time. And the thing is, the hoover and the baiting or whatever they try to do to you after this significant period of time makes you fully aware that you were weighing a lot more heavily on their minds than they let up. You see, it's not just like a whim. They didn't just get a whim and act out one day and say, "Oh, I'm gonna try and hoover so and so." They didn't fit that. You've been weighing on their minds. You know, constant reminders. Constant reminders. They go through supply after supply after supply, and they never find someone like you. Remember what you hold. Your good nature, your decent behavior, your authentic soul, the way that you can lift someone's spirits, the way that you supported them, the way that you've done this. Yes, they extracted it as a potent energy source, but they got addicted to that one source of supply that only you provide. So all these other supply sources that they run into don't make them feel the same as the supply source that you gave. And that's what you need to have a knowing when you go about your life and you go on with your life and wherever you are at in your journey now. When you're going on with your life, it doesn't matter if they've got a number of people around them. It doesn't matter if they've got loads of new supplies. It doesn't matter. It matters that you are the one that's different. You are now the one that got away. You are the one that they can never have back in their life again. And they know this because of the way they treated you during this time when they wanted to make you abandon you, ghost you, give you silent treatment, make you feel forgotten, projecting their abandonment issues on you. They know they ruined the relationship, yet they still get the courage after a significant period of time of years where they ruminated about it a lot to try and hoover you back. Okay? So, focus on getting on with your life. You don't need this individual around you. Okay? It's all about the knowing. That's what you need to understand. You've woken up to narcissistic abuse, but you're able to extract from this experience knowings. Knowing that the narcissist has a feeling they can't shake. A yearning for you. Some of you feel a yearning for them. If that can exist with all of the abuse you went through, you really think that a narcissist doesn't yearn for you with the potent supply source that you gave? When these new supplies don't stimulate them in the same way? Right? Doesn't matter if the new supply is a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. Doesn't matter. It's all about the energy source and the way that you made them feel, right? Like I said, they can try and numb the pain with drugs, alcohol, shopping sprees, all of that, but they always hit back to reality. That will fade, okay? That will fade. And they'll remember you. And you are the one that got away. That's who you are. Don't give them no more opportunities, even if you've given them chance after chance after chance after chance. Don't give them no more opportunities ever again. Be the one person that got away. The one person they can't be with in the world. The one person that's gone on with their lives and improved after them. And they feel like nothing because they stay the same. And you improve. You upgrade. And I'm not talking about new relationships. You upgrade in your personality, in your mindset, in your heart, in your soul. You become a new version of yourself. That version 2.0, you become a new version through this discomfort that you went through and life in general. And, you know, they know that you are someone they want to be around. Okay, so don't stay broken. You've got to rise above this. You haven't been forgotten. Like I said, they do a very good job at making you feel forgotten. Making you feel unwanted. Making you feel like they don't care. They don't care because they're selfish, disgusting parasites. They don't care about your feelings and stuff like that. But they care about how they feel. You see, when they're faced with a new supply, it doesn't make them feel the same way. Yes, they care about that. They care about that a lot. right? So I hope and I pray and I ask God and the universe to help you see what I'm saying, embrace what I'm saying, understand it's an agenda and a motive that they're trying to make you feel abandoned, right? They're projecting on you. They had abandonment issues from their past or from their life or from their childhood or whatever, right? But, you know, like I said, so many people have grown up with one parent, or one of their parents walked out when they were young. It's like, you know, perhaps you have abandonment issues too, but you don't go around abandoning people and treating people like crap. You know, so it's not what makes them a narcissist, that thing, you know. It's just that they project their insecurities onto other people. And they have a full well understanding that it will make you feel like nothing. So see through that and have a knowing that you are weighing heavily on their minds. They're waiting for your next text message. They're waiting for your attempt to go to their house. They're waiting for your attempt to call them. Yes, they may dismiss you if you go down that avenue. And I advise you, very strongly advise you, don't go down that avenue. It's a trap. They want you to go down that avenue. They want you to reach out to them so they can dismiss you, so they can hurt your feelings more, so they can smear you, so they can do whatever they want to do, right? Oh, so-and-so's crazy, they're chasing after me, or they'll do these types of things. They'll tell their friends, their family, or whoever, oh, this person's crazy, they won't let me go. You know, they'll do all this stuff, right? So don't go down those avenues that they're purposely leaving open for you to reach out. What I advise you to do is change your number. Don't even bother with the blocking. Change your number and get on with your life without them. You don't need them. They need the way you made them feel with your supply. So just let it happen. Let them ruminate and fester and yearn to feel the same way they did with you and have a knowing about that. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.